These just came in and they're literally taking up the whole hallway I have here. These are three massive boxes, and we're about to get into it in just 1 second.
And welcome to another episode of Reboot Robots R&R Collectibles.
What really defines a superhero? How many people he saves? How many villains he takes down? Or willing to sacrifice one of the biggest things a hero has? His life. Well, it depends on the villain, so today, let's buy a statue. These boxes are massive, and I do love the product shots on these. This is a deluxe version, there's only 400 made. I better cut this carefully and safely. Here, the base itself is massive. It weighs around 70 pounds. Total, the statue weighs around 140. I do love the detail of this base. Alright, now I always use these gloves to prepare myself. They're rubber latex gloves. I use these so I won't leave any smudges or oils from my hands on the statue. And it looks like I'm going to perform some surgery, but nah, just taking extra precaution. Alright, now check out this base. It's massive, detailed. You can see Doomsday's body half dug in there as if there was a huge battle, which you're about to see in just a moment. Alright, here's a product shot of the second box. And this box mostly contains the debris from the signage of Daily Planet. Putting it together was almost like a jigsaw. Even though it comes with an instruction manual, it's still a little difficult. Now the next box has the torso of Doomsday. You can see how massive and detailed it is. Even his arm sticking out. I'll give you the size of my actual hand to his hand in just a few moments, but you can see the details from his abdomen to the chest. Now, it was kind of hard to key in the torso onto his waist on the base since it was kind of heavy, and it was kind of just hard keeping that torso up there till it could key in, but I got it in, got it to work, and it's starting to look really good. Look at this hand-to-hand ratio. That's a third scale Doomsday. Now, time to key in his right arm, which was pretty easy since it's magnet, but you can see all the bones and spikes protruding from the skin, and now you kind of get the idea of the monstrosity of this thing. Alright, now it's time for the superhero to arrive. You can see the classic colors, the red trunk, the yellow belt, the blue suit, and all the details that comes with it. Now, keying him in was a little bit easier since it's a small port, and now you're kind of getting the idea of how the battle's going to be like. Alright, next, time to focus on the details of the base, which are these broken metal railings that say Daily Planet. It shows the destructive force of this battle. These destructions suck. And I'm just filming pretty much the end of what I put together because it took a while. So many little parts, so many shapes to see, and now you can see the details of the railings. They're all bent from the destructive force of their battle, and you can see kind of rocks and the debris kind of going up since you see Doomsday kind of, being smashed into the concrete, seeing the consequence of just total destruction and power. I'm also loving the detail on Doomsday with the spikes and also the claws coming out of each knuckle. I love the paint on them. They look like a bone dry type of paint, and just the massive size of those things. Plus Doomsday's face, his mouth looks wet, looks dangerous. I love that mohawk look that he has there too. Alright, now you can't have Supes without his classic red cape. Now I do appreciate molded capes. I don't like mixed media like cloth capes. To me, is more like a shortcut, but with this molded, it looks dynamic. I love it. And the detail of the cape, it looks like it has a type of leather detail to it. I hope you can see it from here, but it just gives it a more of a dynamic, flowy feel to it. I do love the mold of this cape. Now here are two iconic House of L crests. Here's the Golden Age crest. And now the next one reminds me of the Kingdom Come arc, which is a much darker, grittier colors on the symbol. Now here are the head swaps, all in great detail, and it seems like all are leveling up to the point of his heat vision. Here's the first swap with just a smug look on his face. The second, he's gritting his teeth. The third, his mouth is open, ready to unleash his heat vision. And at last, the heat vision, which is the best. This is the deluxe version. There's only 400 of these. And also, the lasers coming out of his eyes or heat vision, they're translucent, giving it a little bit of realism to him. And also, with the cherry on top, I want to add some little details to the statue. How about the Death of Superman Absolute Tombstone Edition, which will look perfect right beside this. Now the Tombstone and also the regular version of Absolute hardcovers. Okay, here's a statue in all its glory, and it's massive. I mean, I can't stand up next to it because the camera can't go back as far. It can't capture me and the statue at the same time. There's just no space. It's on 2 mini nightstands here. It weighs about 145 pounds. So wherever you're going to put it, it's probably going to have to stay there for a while, because either one, you're going to need help moving it, or two, it needs to be taken apart piece by piece and putting it whatever you need to go, because it's not like an action figure where you can move it wherever you want, or whenever. No, this thing is heavy and it's huge. And on that note, I mean, the base itself is made out of polystone. The whole statue is made out of polystone, but the base itself looks like broken, busted concrete with twisted metal due to the huge battle that's ensuing with these two titans just duking it out. I mean, even the Daily Planet sign down here, it's all mangled and just torn apart like if it was nothing. And also, I put a light fixture here, as you can see, so when it kind of lights up, you can see the definitions of the statue. You can see the details on Doomsday's upper torso, which looks great, up to Superman. Also, I have the DX EX head swap, which has a heat vision. There's only 400 of these, so I had to leave it on that. Plus, come on, you need to have heat vision in such an epic battle, right? Anyways, just this story was so awesome for me. I mean, I loved what happened before, during, and definitely after, which is another set of stories that just releases into the DC universe back in the day. So on that, I mean, I just had to have the statue. It's awesome, it's powerful, it's dynamic, and I don't know what else to say. But yeah, if you have any questions, please let me know. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll put up another video soon of something else, which will be a surprise. So yeah, once again, thank you very much. Live long, game on, and I hope to see you soon. Peace.